Hi, welcome to Achievers Law Academy's YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to learn one of the most important decisions of Supreme Court. In constitutional law, there is a term often used, the game of the four Rajas. Who are the four? The President of India, the Governor, the state legislature, and the elected state government. When a bill is passed by the legislature, it has to pass through these authorities. The Tamil Nadu governor's case is a perfect example of how this game can create tension when constitutional boundaries are tested. This case reached the Supreme Court when initially a two-judge bench gave observations, and later, due to its importance, the matter was referred to a larger constitutional bench under the presidential reference. Let's look into the journey. Continue watching. The Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly passed several bills, including bills relating to state universities, administrative control, and governance matter. The bills were sent to the governor under Article 200 of Indian Constitution. Instead of giving assent, returning them, or promptly reserving them for the president, the governor kept several bills pending for months. Later, multiple bills were reserved for the president, sometimes without detailed reasoning. The state government argued that such inaction was unconstitutional, governance was stalled, and the democratic mandate was being frustrated. This dispute finally reached Supreme Court of India. The case first came before Justice J.B. Pardiwala and Justice R. Mahadevan. The key observations are: the Constitution does not allow the governor to indefinitely withhold assent to bills, which means no pocket veto are allowed. Second, silence or inaction can defeat democracy and the federal balance. Means unreasonable delay is unconstitutional. Third, the governor must act in aid and advice of the Council of Ministers, except in very rare situations explicitly allowed by the Constitution. Ensuring constitutional morality. This bench gave a strong prima facie judgment, but since this involved federal principles across India, clarification from a larger bench was needed. Because this matter had national importance, the President of India referred the matter under Article 143 of Indian Constitution for an advisory opinion. The five-judge constitutional bench included then Chief Justice B.R. Gavai, Justice Suryakant, Justice Vikram Nath, Justice P.S. Narasimha, Justice A.S. Chandurkar. The key observations made by the larger bench are: first, Governor has limited power under Article 200. The governor may give assent, withhold assent, return up bills for reconsideration, or reserve it for the president. There is no fifth option of doing nothing indefinitely. Second, reservation for president cannot be mechanical. Bills cannot be reserved in bulk without application of might. The governor cannot block bills simply due to disagreement with policy. Third, timelines matter. Bills must be assented to or returned within a reasonable time. Delay for political convenience is impermissible. Fourth, judicial review is available. Even though the governor is a high constitutional authority, his actions are subjected to judicial scrutiny for arbitrariness or malafide conduct. Fifth, federalism and democratic principles. The larger bench emphasized that the Constitution protects the autonomy of elected governments and prevent obstructions by constitutional office holders. From the two-judge bench and the larger bench, we learn governors are constitutional heads and not independent authorities. Bills cannot be stalled by silence. Reservation of bills for president must be recent and deliberate. Federalism requires cooperation between state government and the governor. Courts can intervene when constitutional boundaries are breached. This case is now the authoritative law on governor's powers in India. The Tamil Nadu governor's case teaches one clear lesson. That is, constitutional offices exist to facilitate democracy and not to obstruct it. Governors cannot act as a parallel authorities. Silence or inaction is unconstitutional. Democratic mandates and federal principles are paramount to the Constitution, and judicial review ensures accountability. That's it for today. If you find this video informative, do like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe to Achievers Law Academy's YouTube channel.